we trust in God when we feel that our life is delayed? It's like you want to be something, you have your plan for to do something, but it's not moving on. You've been stuck. So in this situation, let's learn how do we trust in God when we feel that you're lost, and then you feel that your life is not moving on. So okay, let's please everyone read the scripture for me. Everyone please read. Yeah. Okay. I've encouraged everyone and then recommend everyone to remember this, because this is very encouraging, right? Especially when we are facing academies, pressure, or maybe mostly I think for college students, when you're facing your future direction. Oh, I feel lost. And then when you sit and you pray for something, but the God didn't answer yet, right? You pray for a God, oh, give me good news. I want to go to Ivy League colleges. But actually, no, you fail the exam. You pray to a God, I want to be like a basketball player. I want to be the NBA superstar. But you're too tiny. You don't have strong muscle. You even die, oh, I want to be this, but I pray for that, but God didn't answer. So, okay, here God give us the answer. So, waiting on God is not passive doing nothing. It's like a posture that trusting. There's some the phrases saying that touch me the most, that they shall mount up with wings like eagles. It's like our face. Our face is the air current. When you want to fly up, right, you spring your wings and then you jump, and then the air current lifts you up. So when you want to fly, the God's face can raise you up to a higher level, right? Yeah. So this is, I pointed out because that really touched me a lot. I think I will recommend everyone to think about it. So it's like if we can see like a small birds, they flapping very hard, but they just fly at this level. But eagles, they just bring the rest drinks, and then with the air current, they can just fly very very high, not just fly hard. So the gas phase, remember that is the air current that can lift our to a high level. Okay, so for me, the point one is that waiting is not wasting. So because of the problem, I think with it, if you want to have some plan to do something, if you already work on it, right, and then with moments, with the time, with your attention to work on something, oh, nothing happened, and then nothing changed. So you will feel that, did I do the right thing, right? If nothing's happened, it's just because that God is still working on it. Remember, example that we plan right now, because I live in the house and we have a beautiful garden. Recently, I starting to plant some tomatoes, and then you put on earth, right, and then put a seed inside. You keep pouring waters. Okay, I don't think. Today yesterday I cook. I want to do like a soup with tomato. I don't have tomato at home, but I just plan it. Do you want potato right now? You have to wait, right? You have to wait that the seed grow up and then plant, and then it seek the power from the sun, and finally it gets the fruit of tomato for you. It takes time to grow up to get the fruit for you. Same here. Like waiting, it's like a tree that is the roof that the God is working on you, is that you are the seed, and then the God is going to put it in the earth, pouring waters, give you good airs, good weathers, and then the sunshine, right? So that you can grow up, and then you got your fruit. That's your result. So there's another example. Let's talk about a people that is very, very famous in the Bible. I believe we heard a lot in the book of Genesis about the story of Joseph. Anyone know about this the guy? It's a very, very dramatic character in Bible. So okay, and let's look at this. Oh, not showing the full picture. Yeah, I I asked ChatGPT to generate the the story in a comic for me, but seems like it's not showing the. Okay, so the story about Joseph is that he's a beloved son of like a rich family, also a beloved character by God. Okay, but in a big families, you have a lot of brothers, sisters. I think that happened to you also. If you have sister, brothers, everything. My parents treat us unfair, like unfair. Feels like, oh, my mom or my dad loves my dad, my brother, sister better than me. They ignore me all the time. And then maybe you feel jealous about it. And then you fight with your parents. Same here. That, okay, Joseph is very beloved by his father, right? And then their brothers is jealousy of him. And then, okay, then they try to take a brand, want to kill his brother, Joseph. But finally, maybe it was his brother. Okay, try not to kill you. And then sold him to the Egyptian, like a trade team, to as a slavery, as a slave. It's like okay, I don't want this guy, sell it to you. Bring it to your country, Egypt, to do whatever, right? And then he was brought to Egypt. I want to show the full picture. Where's your daddy? Ah, okay, okay, okay. I'll talk about it. Okay, and then but no, someone is beloved Scott. Then he has very talent, and then okay, he worked for officer of in the officer of in Egypt, but been accused for some reason by his wife, and then he's been caught in prison. It feels like someone is really loved by God, by your father, has this like a um bad lie like this. But no, God is still working behind him. In his life in prison, he still trusts in God. He said, okay, God had a plan for me. He didn't lose his good personality. He didn't like, oh, my life has been ruined and I want to be a bad guy. No. He still insists to be a very good and a nice guy and humble guy. And then someday that the king of Egypt had some dreams, that's where. But Joseph, he has God gave him an ability that if you can analysis and tell the deja vu of the dreams, and then he keep helping people about this. And then the king heard about it and then asked him to tell the king that, oh, okay, I'm thinking about this. Can you tell me what's going on with my dreams? And then he explained the what happened with the dreams, then how Egypt suffer from, how do you say, hunger, 饥荒, how do you say? Famine, right? Okay. It's like he tell the king, when we grow up very good and then we save our foods, right? Because we are going to have famine soon. And then his ability that donated by God help Egypt to pass this disaster. Okay, and then the king said, "Oh my God, this is a very you save the country," and then he finally become the first prime minister of Egypt, right? So the story of Joseph, right? First thing that he's beloved by his father. He's also got messages from the God that the God tell him that one day you are going to rule your family. Oh yeah, that's the reason that their brothers are jealous of him and want to kill him. Because oh, you're just little brother, you trying to rule me? As the eldest, I think no one wants to obey him, right? That's the reason that their brother trying to kill him. Okay. So after he became the first prime minister of Egypt, their family brothers, they had How to say again? Ji-Hua? A famine. They cannot find food. The field doesn't grow up. They don't have foods, and they move to Egypt like asking for food. Oh, we are going to die. We don't have food. Can you have mercy on us? And then at that moment, Joseph, the brother that they're trying to destroy, now is the first prime minister of the country. But Joseph didn't like, oh, you're trying to kill me? I want to revenge. No, he didn't revenge. Instead, he said, we are still family. Even though you do something bad to me, but I will save you. And then he welcomed his family and then let go all the hates. I let go all the the bad issues. Let's become family there and then save the family. So this is the story of Joseph. So let's go over the story, right? So he's beloved, won by God by his father, but betrayed by family, brothers, almost be killed, and sold to as a slave. In that moment, if you're a slave, I would say your life is very desperate, right? In a slave, you don't have bed to sleep, you don't have good food there, you have to work very, very hard. Sometimes even just dead at any time. But no, God is working on him, right? So it's like he's a tree. God put him as a seed, and then working on him, building Joseph as a strong tree, and then become the first prime minister of Egypt. So I think this story really encouraging everyone, right? When we are waiting on something, when we are feeling that nothing happened yet, it's not meaning that God forgets you, God is absent, but absolutely that God is working on it. It's just we are still in the phase that the seed is still growing, right? You want the fruit, but we need time to grow your roots, right? Your branches, and then flowers, and then sun, and then peace, and then you have your fruit. Oh yeah. Okay, okay, yeah. He's the next part of the story. So see, finally, Joseph swing his leg as he can fly high as eagles. First prime minister of Egypt, right? For a prisoner to a first prime minister. Okay, so point two, waitings reviewing your truly trust. Why I'm saying this? Uh, when you're waiting, it's like when we are in a waiting position, right? It's like we're going to be like have like a spiritual MIR. Spiritual MIR is like a scanning that where you're really thinking your face in your heart. So it's like a when you're waiting and then you don't it's not come out yet. How do you feel, right? You put your heart on your schoolwork, your exam. I think this happened a lot when I was in high school. You guys don't know how hard our life in high school. It's like we wake up, we live in the school. We everyone live in the school. We wake up at 6, and then like a tea. Wake up at no 6, and then we take a little bit time for breakfast, and then everyone go to the field to do exercise because the school said that okay, everyone needs to have a good health. And then starting by about 7, everyone will sit in the classroom reading. Sometimes at the moment we even maybe someday we read Chinese and we read English. That's okay. And then we starting our classes around 8. From 8 to 12. Okay, and then we have a little pause for lunch and then have a snack. After 2 p.m., from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. classes. And then we have a break for our dinner. And then from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at night, everyone still have to study in the schoolroom. This is our life in high school 3 years. Every day like this, we can only able to go home for half days in Sunday afternoon. Right? Everyone is working hard like this. And then, okay, finally we had to we our exam to the college. Okay. But But at the moment, I think you are waiting for your reception. So what college you are going to be accepted? Are you going to have interview now, right? I think everyone must experience for it. So when you're waiting, you feel, I'm really feel anxious. If I fail, what am I going to do? I spent 3 years so working on hard days. If I cannot go to good university, because right now the competition is very hard. Okay, and then sometimes when you're waiting, you also feel frustration, comparison, or sometimes even losing control, right? Finally the result comes out. Oh, you fail. Oh, you success, right? You fail or you success. I go to the college. I go to the places I really want, but you may fail or you may success. And then when you fail, you will say, oh, I always get a good notes in a school, but why I failed this? And then that guy next to me or the girl next to me always live in classes, but he go to a good college. Why them and not me? Right? Why now and not me? But I keep praying. Did God really forget me? Right? So in this moment, do you still trust in God? When you're waiting or if you will fail in something, do you still trust in God? Oh, I said, oh, I may trust my idol for better. My idol working hard, look good. Oh, I don't want to trust God anymore. God didn't answer my prayer. Right? So I will still say, oh, if you're losing, then do you still trust your God? Right? So, okay. Everyone, please read this scripture. Okay. So, wait for the Lord. Be strong and let your heart take courage. Wait for the Lord. Who wrote this? King David. King David is the first king that lead Israel to build the country like a geography, right? Build up a country like we got this territory and then we build up this country. So it's like King Saul is the first king of Israel, but King David is the first king that lead Egyptian to, okay, I take this place and then we build home here and this is our kingdom, right? King David. So let's remember back then at that moment, King David has to lead his people to fight. It means that he's in danger or in death at any time. Life is so fragile. Just actually here and then you die. But when in the wars, you're not always make sure that are you going to win the war or lose the war. If you lose the war, you lose your life. Even so, this is okay. So this poem is written not from comfort, but it's from tension. Tension, right? Said he's always in danger. He's always in uncertainty conditions all the time. He can lose his life at any time. But King David still cry out, "Wait for Lord." Why? Because he's fully trust God, right? He's waiting that God will. He's always put faith and then really fully puts his life relying on God. That God is going to lead him. God is going to lead him to victory. So even though King David in any uncertainty and may in dangerous conditions, he still in a strong faith that wait for all, right? So that gives us the message that when we are in any uncertainty situations, we always need to like strengthen our faith. Why? Why we always need to strengthen our faith? Because as I said before, faith is the air current that can lift you up to fly. So when we fly, we are flying not by that. See, I'm flying here, but I'm not flying. But it's the air that lifts you up. So the faith is the honor that can lift you up. So if our prayer is not been answered by God, or when we are in uncertainty condition, we need to strengthen our hearts, our faith. So yeah. So what about you? If everyone always faces your choice and then you fail something, or that you feel that your plan's not moving on, or you want plan A but actually give you plan B, things not going right for you. So in this phase, in this condition, right, your answer, your prayer not answer, your future is not clean, and then your timeline has been disrupted. Do you still trust in God? So the phrase is that I still trust God even though I do not understand. It's like I still trust in God even in any condition, because God is working on us. They are building us, and then they're nurturing us to be the growing as a strong tree. Okay, so let's talk about the example of Abraham. Abraham is also a character from Genesis. No, yeah, it's also a character that is a famous person that it's the ancestor, the first ancestor of Israel and Abraham. Arab. Okay, so Abraham has been promised by God. Oh, God said, "I'll give you a son," but he's been waiting for decades and decades and decades. Even now, even he's been already 80 or 90 years ago, he's not having son yet. He's just been waiting. Oh, can you remember that I'll give you something, but you've been waiting 10 years, 20 years, 40 years, 18 years. How do you feel that is so absurd? Oh, you can imagine how absurd that will feel. But Abraham still keep trust. And then finally, he got his kid, even though I believe at that moment, at the age of he's almost 100 years, he got his son. And then now, their generations now been Israel and Arabs. So, okay. So next point, waiting is preparation, not punishment. Yeah, I think this picture tells us very well, right? Two people trying to dig the diamond. This guy, almost, and then but he gave up. So the first guy, he just need to keep moving on, and then he got a lot of diamonds. Sarcastic, right? So, okay, so a lot of people will think, if God is making me wait, maybe I did something wrong. Not always. I will say not always. Okay. Sometimes waiting is not punishment. It's like a protection, preparation, or even mercy. How do you think that waiting is protection? How do you say waiting is protection? For example, as a small kid, your dream. My dream is to have a good wife or good husband in the future and build a good family. Okay, and then at your age of 20, are you going to marry someone already and then try to build your own family already? At the moment, you are still students. You don't have a good job yet. Do you think you have the power that you want to build your family? Okay, when you're a little kid, you said, I want to be the boss. Okay, if you pray for a boss, you want to be and then if God give you a company, are you able to run it or not? To running a business, you need to learn the taxes, need to learn the cost, need to learn the how to progress and how to operate the business, right? Human resource, finance, right? How to raise money, and how to promote your company. So you say, I want to be boss. I want to be boss is so cool. I made a lot of money. But if God give you a company, do you think everyone can run a business now? Right? So it's like if you are not ready yet, if God give you something, you're not able to take it. You're not able to. I give you already, but you're not able to take it. And then what's the point? You want to be boss and then give you one company and then broke the next day. It's okay. So in this phase, it's like preparation. I think the most important is preparation, right? You need to prepare. Okay, to be like you want to run a company. Okay, then 5,000. What kind of company you want to run? Okay, right. So in this case, okay, and then I will plan my career that okay, to run this company, what kind of major or kind of knowledge I need to learn. Okay, and then we build up, and then go okay as a first, and then after you graduate, and then you need to go to this you find a target company to do your internship, to work there. You get experience, and then you know, oh, this is the structure, this is know-how to do this. Okay, and then once the timing, once it's mature enough, it's a good time that you have you don't have money. Okay, then you need to learn how to raise money, right? Okay, you raise money, and then you have knowledge already. You know the marketing. Okay, let's try this company. Okay, so this is like a preparation. Waiting is preparation. So it's like when we have our maturity enough, our maturity is good enough, then let's go for the goal. It's also for romantic relationship as well. Okay, maybe you fell for a crush on someone. That's awesome. Right? I said, okay, this is going to my life partner in the rest of my life. And I want to marry, just get 20 years. Do you think you said at a good moment they want to be a family already? Okay. So okay, so let's think about this that when we have planned to do something, we always need to wait. And then sometimes maybe delay. Delay is not meaning denial. It's just because not happening yet. It's not happening. It doesn't mean that God says no. It's just sometimes the not yet is not a good right time. So okay. So in the subject, what I'm asking about to trust God in waiting, right? So waiting is not wasting. Waiting, it reveals what we really trust. It's like waiting is not waiting because waiting is preparation. You need to prepare to do something. You need time to grow your tree. You need time to grow your plant so that they can get a good fruit for you. So waiting is not waiting. And then when we fail something, and then we pray for something that not come out yet, you will think that will you still lost your faith? Remember, faith is what? Faith is on air current that can live at the high in the sky. Okay, so waiting is preparation, not punishment. Okay, so everyone read the last scripture again. Yeah, I know the plans. It's the God know the plan. It's meaning that God is paving the way for you, not us. Right? God is always has a plan for us. They will not forget everyone. God will not forget us because we are masterpiece of God. We are made by God. We are beloved by God. So everyone, God has a plan for everyone. We are loved by God, right? It's for example just like I want to be a basketball player, but unfortunately you're born with heart disease, right? Oh, you feel desperate. Oh, my dream is to become an NBA player. I feel so cool when I slam down, when I win the game. But unfortunately, then God has another plan for you. While you're really good at school, you good notes, and then you got a good job, Wall Street, or maybe and then running any like a funds or fund family, you keep making money and then you get rich. Okay, and the moment you buy the team, you can become the boss of the NBA team. Or maybe your condition is not to be the player, but you can be the boss of the team. So God had a plan for you. Your plan is not be the player. Your plan is to be the boss. And then you know how to lead the team to win a game, to build a good reputation for the game, and then feel excited when you see your team winning, right? So this is the plan God for you, right? So we always trust that God, we are loved by God, we are made by God, and then we have to like a strong of faith even when we are facing unconditional uncertainty conditions, because God is our good Father.